It's your lucky day. Here's your very own $1 million check. The only condition is that you can only use it to buy a house. You can choose to live anywhere in the world: Europe, Asia, Australia, the Americas, heck, even a private island in the Caribbean. You can finally settle down in the environment you've always dreamed of. Be that a modern waterfront mansion with sparkling waterfront views or a penthouse apartment in a New York or Dubai skyscraper. As you'll quickly discover, $1 million can go a mighty long way. Or, in some particularly affluent areas, it'll barely even get you a parking spot. Need some help deciding where to move? Let's take a look at what 7 figures will buy us across every corner of the globe. Kicking off our journey around the world is the city that never sleeps, a place home to over 8 million people, the bustling metropolis that is New York City. The Big Apple is one of the most expensive cities across the U.S., but on its infamous Central Island, the skyscraper-tastic borough of Manhattan, the prices get even higher and the apartments get even smaller. The median price for a one-bedroom apartment here is almost $1 million, so that's exactly what we can expect to buy. Choose from a one-bedroom, 640-square-foot apartment in the West Village that comes with a private terrace and gym in the building. Or go for this one, another one-bedroom straddling Murray Hill in Midtown. It's a 2-story open floor plan on the top floor of the building, offering impressive views of the skyline from the outer deck. It even includes a dishwasher and a washing machine, which might not sound crazy, but it's rather rare for apartments like this that were built in the 1920s. Still, beware, there's no elevator, so you'll be getting a daily workout. It's actually not as small as most people would expect, but as we hop over to Paris, then we really start to feel the squeeze. The City of Lights is renowned for its food, its architecture, and its bubbling culture. What it's not known for, however, is its spacious living. Considering the average cost per square foot is over $1,300, with $1 million on hand in the French capital, you'll be able to sign the deed to, well, a studio apartment. But don't forget, you're in Paris. You'll be spending your time walking down the Seine, visiting museums, and watching the world go by from a street-side cafe. This tiny 667-square-foot apartment sits in the 7th arrondissement within walking distance of the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. While the open-plan living space makes it feel a little bigger, for a squiz over $1 million, what you're really paying for here is the location. From a chic city full of history and charm to a rapidly evolving desert oasis, let's jet on over to Dubai and see what the real estate agents have in store in a region synonymous with luxury. With $1 million check, you could find yourself living in the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, where a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom stylish apartment covering some 1,800 square feet is ready to be swept up. Check out those views. At a comparably cheap $353 per square foot, the dollars stretch a lot further in the UAE. If you're willing to live a little further inland, then that same bag of cash could buy you an enormous 3,566 square foot family home, which boasts a pool and a beautiful front garden. From the UAE, let's board a 14-hour flight to the Great White North. Welcome to Toronto, folks, home of the most expensive property in all of North America. Here, with a citywide square footage average of $804, this Ontarian city edges out Los Angeles and Rome in its terms of price. If you're hoping of living amidst the hustle and bustle of the downtown area, look out, because your cash will be swept away in no time. Believe it or not, this tiny home, let's be honest, looks little more than a shack or tool shed, was listed for $1 million. The blueprint shows 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, with the property notably located smack bang in the middle of Little Italy. Of course, if you were going to buy this place, the value comes from the land on which it sits, not necessarily the house itself. Who's ready for a trip down under? Australians have long been obsessed with property, and the continually rising prices in major cities prove it. The vibrant city of Melbourne is famous for its arts, culture, and coffee, but it's also, unfortunately, famous for its wallet-draining real estate. For 1.275 million Aussie dollars, just shy of $1 million American, you could sweep up this spacious 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in the affluent suburb of Caulfield. It features its own front and backyard, sits conveniently a 1-minute stroll from the tram stop, and just a quick 10-minute drive to the sandy shores of St. Kilda Beach. Keep in mind, however, that in Melbourne, and in fact most populated cities, costs can vary substantially. The median Melbourne house price of $881,000 could get you a tiny flat next to the ocean, or a 5-bedroom mansion on rural outskirts. As we spin the globe once more, 9,600 miles northwest of the Victorian capital is our next destination, Destin Point, near Pensacola, Florida. The average price per square foot around here is $215, almost 5 times cheaper than New York. With cash in hand, you'll be able to snap up a truly stunning beachfront retreat. Picture this, 1,850 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, all renovated, and unbeatable views of the Gulf of Mexico. For the cherry on top, as part of a gated community, you'll also have access to 2 swimming pools, a hot tub, and a number of tennis courts. What's the drawback? It's a little further out from major cities, but hey, city living isn't for everyone. Alright folks, hold on to your wallets because our next city is about as expensive as they come. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the most exorbitant area not only in Europe, but worldwide. Nestled on the French Riviera, sporting a reputation for high-rolling luxury. This, of course, is Monte Carlo. On a broader scale, Monaco is the world's most expensive prime residential market, and none of its regions comes with prices as sky-high as the infamous Monte Carlo. At $4,924 per square foot, what can we expect for $1 million? Not much. You'll get a teeny tiny 377 square foot studio with barely half a kitchen. That's no bigger than a standard 2-car garage, but you'll be spending all your time on your yacht anyway, right? For that kind of money, we could live like royalty in a place like Arizona. The cactus-filled state is quickly gaining steam as a retiree's dream destination. Why? Because with $1 million, you can live in a truly astonishing mountain estate, just like this one. Situated outside of Tucson, this 4,560 square foot mansion boasts sweeping views of the rugged desert landscape, with barely a neighbor in sight. It features floor-to-ceiling windows, a decked-out games room, and an expansive patio. Better yet, it also comes with a 237 square foot guest house, basically the same size as the one we just saw in Monte Carlo. The median list price per square foot in Tucson is $125, one of the most affordable we've seen so far. We're hopping back over to Asia to check out our next house. In the crowded city of Hong Kong, real estate prices continue to soar. For just under our budget, we can grab this cozy 708 square foot apartment in the Discovery Bay area. The floor plan features 3 small bedrooms, but hey, 3 is better than 1, right? Plus 2 bathrooms and a wonderful oceanfront view. On average, square footage in Hong Kong is $3,024. Yikes. That puts this Asian administrative region on the map as one of the priciest places to live. But with such booming cultural, business, and entertainment scenes, you won't be spending much time at home anyway. Let's look for something a little roomier, shall we? Straddling the border between Asia and Europe is none other than, any guesses? Yep, Istanbul. A cultural melting pot, this enormous city actually isn't too expensive property-wise. Picture yourself living here, in this captivating 5-bedroom villa which overlooks the sea. It sits in the highly sought-after area of Beylikdüzü, includes a private pool and direct access to a beach, and rests over 8,600 square feet of land. While the interior is spacious and full of amenities, the selling point is clearly that amazing backyard. This house technically costs $1.125 million, but if we put our negotiation skills to the test, hopefully we can squeeze it into our budget. Overall, Istanbul is as cheap as chips, at just $115 per square foot. As we jet set over to Indonesia, they don't call Bali the island of paradise for no reason. On this tourist-adored island, $1 goes a long way, with simplistic luxury easy to come by. Estates typically sell for around $269 per square foot. Take this modern place, for example. With 7 figures at our disposal, we could set up shop in this open and bright 3-bedroom villa. A lot of Balinese properties have small private pools, and this spot is no different. The beautiful home is found right here, about 950 feet from the famous Canggu Beach. Unlike most new home purchases around the world, this one even comes fully furnished, allowing you to save a few bucks on furniture and spend a little more at one of the hundreds of delicious restaurants in the area. Indonesia and Southeast Asia in general provide awesome bang for your buck. But if Bali isn't quite your style, why not check out Thailand? On the sun-kissed island of Koh Samui, with some clever negotiation, our money will get us a truly remarkable 3-bedroom villa. We could talk all day about the modern interior. However, the undisputed gem of this property, one which we'd argue is $1 million feature in its own right, is the infinity pool which overlooks the bay. While the prices on this island can vary, in perspective, the dollar cost per square foot in Pattaya, another waterside Thai area, is just over $200. Our fascinating real estate tour has taken us all over the world up to this point. We've seen some tiny apartments and some sprawling mansions. Have you found your dream home yet? If not, we might just have the trick. To etch your name one and for all into the elite bracket of the population, look no further than the 3rd K property in the Caribbean. This isn't just a house. Heck, it's not even a complex. This, my friends, is an entire private island. It spans 3.5 acres, and despite being totally private and isolated, remains just a stone's throw away from one of the Bahamas' most beloved spots, Harbor Island. The asking price is $1.3, but with a smile and a firm handshake, staying under our $1 million budget should be doable. So, for the moment of truth, tell us, where would you live? Let us